Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's stream. I'm not going to be driving tonight. We are just going to watch the race happening at Jerez for the S1 Racing League. A little bit thin on the ground tonight. I think there's 6 or 7 drivers in total. Might get a couple more just before we get into quali, but to be expected a little bit. The summer break usually brings participation down a little bit, and I think Jerez, in hindsight, albeit it's a super fun track, actually having just driven a few laps earlier today, perhaps not the most popular for league racing, so something we'll bear in mind for next season. We've got a minute or so until quali. Because I'm not driving, I will take you through the quali. I'm going to drive the pace car lap tonight, and then once I've done that, I'll do a little commentary on the race, and we'll kind of see how it looks. So enjoy, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes or so once quali is underway.
Attention spectators, will the driver of the silver Aston Martin license plate BMT2168 please move your car to the car closest to the car?
All right, let's take a look at who is out on track. Jeremy might have gone out first, so let's maybe ride on board with Jeremy for a little bit. We can learn the track a little bit here with Jeremy. Yeah, it's a shame, even though this is a really good track to drive. A bit wide there. It looks like, yeah, just not as many people have got to know it yet. Not sure how much it's been used in the officials. Thought I'd seen it used quite a bit. This is a tricky last corner. Oh, you can take quite a bit of curve, interesting. It's good to know. I put a new CPU in this week, 5800X3D, so I'm just using tonight as well. Take a look at the frames per second in a track that I think is fairly heavy on CPU usage, because it's one of the newer ones. I think the graphics are a little bit higher, which I know normally is a GPU thing, but I assume it puts a bit of extra stress on the CPU as well. Like a fairly tidy lap from Jeremy so far. It also looks like it's all AM drivers tonight, so if any pro driver had turned up, would have been an easy win. Yeah, tricky end to the lap. Lots of bumps, lots of corners to get right. Let's see where this puts Jeremy then. It is 141.6. Let's have a look at the drivers behind. That's Bradley in the BMW. Oh yeah, Bradley's in the Porsche. There's the 143. Assume he's got a bit more in the tank. Bradley's just warming up here. Nice livery for Bradley there. Big fan of that. Yeah, Jeremy's lap looks very competitive. Second clear of everyone at the moment. But Bradley usually has plenty of pace, so let's see where he's at. Well, from outside it looks pretty tidy. Let's ride on board in the gyro here. Someone in the gravel. Take a look at that in a second. Certainly feels like a quick end to the lap. Let's see what time are we looking at for Bradley. Oh no, got some time to find here. Jeremy's lap a long way clear so far. Let's take a look at the incident. Let's just take a little look, see what happened to Shane here. Oh, yeah, just oversteer on entry. Interesting. See how he's getting on. Oh, touch wide there. Very technical track. Got 12 minutes to go. I mean, Jeremy, a long way out front here in terms of his lap time. Kind of expect Bradley to be up there. Have a wobble from Shane. There we go, Bradley up to second. He's going to have to find some pace though. Still a big gap to Jeremy in P1. Track temperature's coming down. Time of this race, so the in-sim time is almost 8 PM now. So temperatures will only get cooler throughout the rest of the session. And Steve put in a ripper there. What a lap. 41.4. So it looks like we will have a fight for pole. See if Bradley can get on terms with those two as well. Yeah, Adam, not driving tonight. Don't know this track at all, but I will take everyone around for a pace car lap and then we'll commentate on the race. Nice to have a week off, actually. But I plan to be in the rig doing quite a lot of races next week for just in the lead up to Spa. I think there's VRS as well as GT3 fixed, if I'm not mistaken, that are running at Spa next week. So we'll be getting some mileage in. And then the plan also is to take a run at IMSA on Friday night, because I think that is also at Spa this week. So I'll be in the driving seat quite a bit over the next week and a half, all really with the build up to Spa. So looking forward to that. Okay, so let's take a look. Where are we? We've got Steve with a 144, 141.4, Jeremy 141.6. I wonder whether Bradley's got anything else in the tank. He's in the pits at the moment. Let's see who's out on track. Steve, also in the pits. Jeremy. Jeremy's back out again. Nice livery, like that one. Wesley started to find some pace. That's nice. 42.8. Yeah, I mean, I think for the top 4 positions currently, could be a relatively tight race. a bit of curb there from Jeremy. Oof. Do you like the new damage model? Adds a bit more realism to what we're used to. It's pretty cool. Just Wesley out on track. Whether everyone else feels they've got everything they can out of it. Oh, interesting. Carbon copy incident with Wesley, but he managed to keep it out the wall. Nice job, Wesley. Echelon Club livery. Lovely. Very good looking. Think about the clean stripes on the livery. Big fan of that. I think that's Bradley coming out again. Let's see. Wesley has a lovely helmet design too. Nice. Alright, let's ride on board with Wesley. Haven't driven the Porsche much, this new one. Did enjoy driving it when I did, just not spent enough time in it to really get familiar with it. I think it's got a sliding a little bit for Wesley tonight. Did he improve there? I'm not sure. Don't think so. So really just Bradley or Jeremy's back out. Kind of expecting to see Bradley get into the 41s if he hooks a lap up here. Bit of oversteer. Certainly giving it full beans. That looks like he's bailing out of this one. Maybe just cooling the tyres for final run, maybe. But no change up top. We got Steve with the 41.4, Jeremy 41.6, Bradley 42.4. Just Jeremy and Bradley out on track right now. Well, it's looked like a pretty clean lap. Can't tell whether it's fast or not. Guess we will find out shortly. Pretty tidy finish. Let's see. Any improvement there? It doesn't look like it, so let's see, Jeremy's out. Let's see what he's running. Riding the car into the last corner. Has he found a couple of tenths that he needs? Doesn't look like it. Well, should be a pretty good battle up front. First and second running similar laps. Bradley's race pace is always strong, so expect him to be in the mix there as well. And Wesley not too far behind. So we'll see what we have in store. All right, I will be back just in a minute or so and ready for the pace lap. All right, so it looks like we got Steve on pole, Jeremy in second, Bradley third, Wesley fourth, Chris fifth, and Shane in sixth. Got a minute left of quali, but no one out on track, so waiting for that time to tick down. Hopefully we jump to the start line here. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna double check that there is enough fuel in this car to do a lap. Sure there is. Never raced to BMW before. I think one day it'll be kind of cool to do. Because of that, I have no idea. There it is, 89 litres. Pretty sure that will get us around for a lap. So we'll take everyone around just for a pace lap. We'll come into the pits and then we'll just keep an eye on the race. I'm also doing race control tonight. We don't do anything live in the races, but I'll certainly take a look. See if there's anything worthy of it. Not had too much recently, it must be said.
Green, green, green.
Even driving this at slow speed, kind of feel the error that it has. Maybe at some point later this year, might get into some prototype driving. Might make a change from the GT3s. That's all I've run for pretty much the last year or so. I think before we do that, try and have a crack at making 4K iRating. Bit of an ambitious target for this year, to be honest, but you never know. 3.5K is under 400 away, so if I could get there, puts it in reach. Sure I don't miss the pit entrance here. Tight pit entry. Alright, let's take a look at the race. Looks like Steve has made a good start here. Let's jump back to maybe a TV mixed. Couple of moves at the back there. And if you're just joining us, we just got AM drivers tonight, a little thin on the ground. Probably put it down to track choice and summer vacations, but appreciate the guys that have turned out, which is awesome. Qualifying was very close between P1 and P2, just a couple of tenths in it.
Right here.
And to be honest, Bradley in P3, yeah, he was a little bit further behind on quali pace, but his race pace is always right up there, so expect him to be a threat to the top two once the race gets going, gets settled in. Interesting seeing just how much curb you can take. When I was running a few practice laps just to make sure I knew my way around, I wasn't sure how much you could take in that last chicane, but evidently a good chunk of it. So Steve and Jeremy certainly look close on pace. Bradley, yep, sticking with them. And really same in Wesley as well. Looks like the top four might start to break away from 5th and 6th. So the race is an hour. The guys have 70% fuel capacity, so if they have fueled up to that limit, it'll mean a single stop. I've noticed some of the guys actually under fuel start of the race. I typically take as much as I can and just run it to until I need to stop. Yes, top four breaking away from 5th and 6th, but otherwise, yeah, racing looking reasonably close. Everyone just settling into consistent pace by the looks of things. No obvious car advantages here. I mean, there's a huge number of Porsches that are running at the moment. Everyone's a big fan of that car, but nice to see the Ferraris up there. In the Spa 24 Hours, my team and I will be running the Ferrari. Took some debate. We ran the BMW for a little bit, even tried out the Porsche, but we eventually settled on that. Interesting line there from Jeremy. He looks like he's going to have a really good run at Steve here. And he's down the inside. Can he make it stick? Yeah, lovely move. Jeremy, hold on, he can. Well, first overtake of the night, that was nice. I suspect Steve will be fighting this, got lots of grip in that Porsche. Focus on Steve for a little bit here. Jeremy looking like he's building a bit of a gap here. I wonder whether that was a mistake from Steve. Maybe we'll take a look at that. I don't know if he got out of shape a little bit. Yeah, so here we go. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, maybe drifted a bit wide on entry. I'll take a look at... yeah, really good. Just got out wide there. Oh, I couldn't get on the power. Yep. Yep, so just gave Jeremy a chance. He's put it to good use. Bradley's pace looking very racy. Steve getting a bit wide there, so give Bradley a chance. Have a really good run into the last corner. Steve goes defensive. I don't know if you can hang it around the outside here. It's going to run out of room pretty quick. That's some really good racing. Wesley behind, keeping him interested as well. Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, not many runners tonight, but really even pace for the top four. Could be quite an interesting race for them. Keep the camera focused on Bradley for a bit. Some good action with Wesley right behind as well. Yeah, Wesley really finding his race pace. I think he was down a little bit in qualifying, but I know he knows the track pretty well. Certainly got a hold of it now. functionality I didn't realize until the other week is that OBS has a built-in chat function. So when you're streaming from OBS to say YouTube, you're able to pull the chat out, which is kind of nice. Not sure whether I can do anything to make it sort of persistent as a window when I'm actually driving, but nice to know it's an option. Yeah, something we'll have to have a little play with in the future. It'd be great to have the chat window just running, running as a transparent overlay. It's one of the features I wish RaceLab would get sorted, but for some reason I think the YouTube integration for chat is more difficult than Twitch. I'm not sure if there's an API or maybe no API, but it's something I miss when I'm streaming. I've been trying to use Restream for a while and it's okay, but it's, I have to reconnect it every time to my live stream, so I'll be honest, it's a bit of a pain. So let's have a look here. So we got Bradley. Yeah, Bradley and Wes very close, coming up to bat markers. To be honest, even Jeremy's not made a huge gain. So fuel saving, pit stops. Yeah, these guys should be in for a really good race tonight. See, it's getting slightly darker too. I don't think it's going to get pitch black because we only have, 45 minutes to go, but it will certainly get darker. Temps will continue to come down. I have to say, I do like Bradley's livery. Don't know if that's self-designed, probably is. Got a lovely look to it, very unique. All right, let's see. What have we got here? Anything changed? I think so. Jeremy. Yeah, built a bit of a gap, 1.5 seconds. Yeah, there's a bit more space now between the first top four. Not quite as close as it was. Wesley just coming off the back of this group. Steve hasn't been able to make up the time. Bradley's sitting in. But if any one of these three is doing a bit of fuel saving, it could really make a difference come the pit stops if they have a clean race, don't make mistakes. So we will see. Sure why we're seeing a black flag warning there. Sure something to do with the race lads doing something crazy. See if I jump in the car, if that'll clear it. Nope. Apparently I need repairs. Interesting. Know whether I left the car. Well, I don't think I left it running. Oh well. I think this is going to be a pretty settled part of the race here. Not much to talk about. Let's have a quick look at the guys behind. There's Chris. Yeah, he's just dropped back from the front four. 20 seconds behind. And Shane behind him. Yeah, Mercedes did look like a little bit of a handful when we were looking at this earlier, must be said. And it looks like Shane had to get in the pits lap 7, so maybe let's take a look at that and see if... Assume that was an unplanned stop. Clean lap, don't see any damage. Oh, it was a clean. Right on board, just see how he got out of shape there. Just, wow, that looks like a big missed braking point on that one. Not sure, yeah, not sure what happened there really. Yeah, strange one. Well, that's why get it back to the pits, my word. That is some broken steering. That is not a healthy car. Did he get it round? I think he did, my word. He did well to even get that to the pits. That thing is not even pointing straight. Look at the state of that. That's impressive. Hope he doesn't mind me having a chuckle about that, but that's some pretty good driving just to get it back. Good effort there, Shane. Good effort. Well, glad we have the fast repairs. He's back out running again. Super. Alright, let's check back up front again, see where everyone's doing. Yeah, still really tight. So it looks like Bradley would be in the best position to be fuel saving if he is. I mean, again, Wesley's dropped back a touch, but not much in it. Probably getting a little bit of benefit there. So 37 minutes to go, you know, with a 70% fuel tank. Typically, you've got a pit with between 15 and 20 minutes to go, so that's what I would expect tonight as well. And some other stuff coming up on the channel. Just dropped a kind of a channel update video this morning, and yeah, I mean, a couple of key updates. Main one being that there's not been as much content outside of the live racing for a little while, and that's just down to 9 to 5 busyness. Like to get some more out over the coming months, and I should have a bit more space to do so, but gonna need to be a bit more planful over the summer months. Just finished editing a video with Greg Hoverson as well, so we did an interview, kind of learned a bit more about Greg and his background, you know, real life racing in karts, as well as of course sim racing. So that should be published at some point early next week. Excited to share that with all of you. And then as we get further along on the RS6 performance kind of order delivery process, I'll be sharing that with everyone on the channel as well. So an exciting couple of months as that order build comes to fruition. Car I've been waiting for some time. Yeah, Wesley's getting a bit of a run here. Don't know if Bradley's made a few mistakes or he's fuel saving a bit, but definitely half a chance now. And it's just remained really tight in this top four. No one's really got away. Jeremy made the pass just down to that one mistake from Steve, and other than that, super close. Yeah, I don't get the sense anyone's gonna push for an overtake. Just biding their time, see how the pit stop shakes out. My guess is no one's going to take tyres here. I haven't done a full run, so I'm not sure what the tyre situation is, but temperatures aren't that high, so I would guess there won't be a need for tyres. Yeah, Wesley definitely able to take tighter lines than Bradley at the moment. It's putting a bit of pressure on. Good to see. Don't think he's close enough here. Not quite. But that is really, yeah, Bradley looks like he's struggling a little bit. Don't know if that's with tyres or what. Let's jump on with Wes and take a look. Yeah, looks like he's just able to take tighter lines. He's looked after his tyres a little better. Bradley's just found a little bit of pace again. There's a definite chance here for Wesley. Oh, I don't know if he short shifted there. Bradley putting the wheel on the grass, half a chance. Great race tonight though. It's top four pushing each other along. the back of Steve. Yeah, super fun to watch tonight. Enjoying it. Yeah, second, third, fourth, super tight. Really not much to choose between any of them. So first pit stop of the night. going to say that's a touch early, so I don't think there was any issues. My guess would be maybe just fueled a little bit lighter at the start of the race. Looks to me like a regular stop. Take a quick look. Assume the leaders. Take a look back there. I think that's just Wesley coming into the pits. What's happening there? Yeah, okay, so Wesley pitting. So yeah, maybe about now. Now Bradley's really getting a push on here, so let's see. Guys racing pretty hard. Now, interestingly, is that Wesley come out ahead? Oh, we're gonna have to have a look at that. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. So that is a surprise. Close, yeah, you know, it wasn't even that close. Well, as long as Wesley hasn't short fueled, yeah, interesting. Wonder why. Didn't see any repairs happening for Steve. Maybe an overfuel. Well, that's going to keep Wesley honest for the remainder of the race. 23 minutes to go. Have a look at the leaders. Yeah, Bradley really putting a bit of pressure on now. But both of these two still not needing to pit. Which to me makes sense. I think if you've got 70%, you should be going a little longer. So what is the gap they've got? So they've got a 35-second gap back to Wesley. I'm pretty sure that will be enough for both of these guys to stop, assuming it's a decent in-out lap and no dramas with the pit stop. Got to imagine they're going to be pitting relatively soon, maybe within the next couple of laps. Either coming in now? No, not yet. playing around a little bit with the mirrors and graphics settings tonight. So we're changing the CPU this week. Is there anything we can up or reduce in the graphics settings? Of course, we can't see how much fuel either of these guys have on board, so we'll just have to wait and see. How many laps have they done now? 22 laps. Very consistent times there. Nice from Bradley.
20 minutes to go.
Bradley looking really racy here. Now, if he's able to go the extra lap, that's right on board. This could be an exciting lap for us. If he has a good in lap, needs to take a little bit less fuel. This will really give him a shot at grabbing the lead. Let's see. A solid T1. Two look fine. Good so far. Definitely looked like he had the pace on Jeremy. Carrying plenty of speed on the back straight. Interesting, the different laps. So lap 19, 20, 21, 24. Real mixture of pit stop laps. Surprising. What is the gap now? It's 31.9 seconds. So with Bradley in the pits, we'll jump over to Jeremy and we'll get a sense for just how close he's getting. Gap's being maintained. Bradley knows he's got to really throw this around. Starting to come down a little bit. Oh wow, Bradley's got another lap. Wow, that's fantastic fuel saving. He's giving himself a good chance now. The gap is coming down to Jeremy now. Looks like it's down to 29 seconds, so that's going to be tight. And in fact, Wesley... relatives are a bit all over the place for me, but... could be tight. Looked a little bit more tentative there. Just coming to the back straight. Fastest lap is Wesley right now, 42.5. Great work from Wesley. Super lap there. Surely Bradley will have to pit on this lap. Let's see. That mark ahead, but not something we're going to need to worry about. coming in. No, around we go again. Only everyone else really started the race with a lot less fuel. Bradley was very focused on fuel saving. And what's the gap looking like? Yeah, it's still above 31 seconds, so it's reasonable. Looks like Wesley has got pretty close. Yeah, Wesley just getting in range here of Jeremy. And yeah, surprised to see Steve dropping back. Certainly looked like he had the pace. Didn't see any incidents, but he's just slipped away from this top three now. But we'll wait to see if Bradley pits on this lap. Are we going again? No. Here we go. It's a horrible pit entry. I nearly lost it there in the pace car. So, all eyes on Jeremy. Let's ride on board with him. Certainly looks like this will be close, but Bradley should have to put in quite a lot less fuel, so he should come out ahead, I would have guessed. Good to see him. Yep, there he goes. Oh no, Jeremy just overcooked it. So easy to do when you're chasing. So easily distracted. Someone coming out the pits. Just trying that little bit too much. Quick look at that. It's got in a bit hot. Well, it's been a good race for these top guys. Been pretty close the whole way through. Couple of mistakes creeping in. But Wesley, super solid race, P2. Don't think I've seen any mistakes. And Bradley, well, fuel-saving hero, if indeed he was. But I would have guessed he was to make such a gap there at the end. Now he's just got 12 minutes to bring it home. Super job. Yeah, the pace of Steve and Jeremy has just drifted away a little bit, which is a bit surprising.
10 minutes to go.
Bit of an incident there, but or anything happened. Interesting. Definitely heard something. No idea. Now Wesley is just getting up to the back of Bradley here. I wonder whether Bradley's having to fuel save a little bit. Could be a really good battle for the finish, actually, if Wesley can just bring himself into contention. Right on board for a little bit. Gap's coming down. 1.2 of a second. I mean, if he can get under a second, many laps to go, we could just put a little bit of pressure on. So it was good. Big gap back to Jeremy. Which again, a little bit surprising. And then a gap back to Steve as well. Yeah, these surprised these guys just pace has dropped off a little bit for them. But fair play to Bradley and to Wesley. They have been on it all night. Just general and steady progress. Wesley really is reeling in. Bradley now 0.6. It's right on board for a little bit. Got to be looking at the time, 7.5 minutes to go. Obviously you're not going to want to do anything silly. Again, looks to be able to take a lot tighter line through some of these corners. Look at this. Wow, he's almost able to get right underneath Bradley here. Certainly got the tyres for it. We'll keep an eye on this to the finish, I think. Certainly any mistake from Bradley is going to give Wesley a chance here. He's able to take such tighter lines through the corners at the moment. Super finish to the race. Wesley got a chance down the straight here. He's thinking about it. This is great racing. Great racing. Look at the tighter line again there from Wesley. Don't know whether he's just conserved his tyres or what, but he really can get him. As he got inside. Oh, what a move from Wesley. Now has he got it to stick? Got the inside line. Oh, fantastic move from Wesley. Love it. We'll take another look at that in just a second, but yeah, he just seems to have kept the tyres just in that much better condition. Like I said, don't know if Bradley's having to fuel save, but just watching Wesley, he's able to take tighter lines, get on the throttle earlier. Makes a big difference. What a super race.
5 minutes to go.
All right, let's go and take a look at that overtake. Super. Took a couple of corners, and it really all started, I think, on the back straight. So let's ride on board, or let's take a look here. He's just able to keep a tight line again here. Look at this. Really stays tight. And gets it up the inside there. That's a super move. Super move. Take a look from the chopper. Should be a nice view here. Yeah, just gets so much more grip. Holds the inside line. Yep, good. Hard and fair racing, and then he's got the inside for the chicane. Super. Oof, these guys have stayed close, so looks of things. Yeah. Bradley not going to give it up without a fight. 3.5 minutes to go. Going to be a pressure finish for Wesley. They're running nearly identical lap times, which is what you would expect here. And now Bradley's turn to do the hounding. Question is where to pass. Not easy. A little look outside there. No, not doing this lap. Bradley got a better entry though, better lines through it. Well, thought about a send, but a little bit too far back. Oof. I mean, without that wiggle, I think Bradley might have had a chance. Is he going to go
I need
for it?
one more good lap.
Oh, great racing from these two. Great racing. Now, I'm not sure if this is white flag or the next one, but it's certainly coming up. Actually, yeah, just looking at it. This is white flag. White flag lap. Looks like Wesley might have done enough. I wonder whether Bradley is having to fuel save here just to bring it home, because all of a sudden Wesley's got a gap now. It's like as long as he's got enough fuel, he can just bring it home. Well, great race from both of these guys. Really enjoyed watching it. Yeah, Jeremy another 7 seconds back, and yeah, Steve a long way back. Maybe we'll find out in Discord later what happened there. Super racing. Bradley really eked out his fuel stint. Wesley pitted early but had the pace. Wonder whether he put on some new boots. Actually, also now is the white flag. Sorry. So it looks like this is... Oh no, we are done. Oh, super race. Congrats to Wesley. Fantastic. Trying to think where Wesley started there. I think he started in 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Just going to quick look at that. Now Wesley gridded in 5 actually, so fantastic. Sorry, gridded in 4. Yes, that's right. Well, 4th to 1st, just with a really solid drive, no mistakes. Congrats. Alrighty, I'm going to sign off for the night. Thanks for everyone who's tuned in. Thanks for the guys who made it out on the track tonight. Super job. Join us next week. Just going to double check where we are in a week's time. Let's take a look here. We are at Mid-Ohio next week, which is a track that I hadn't driven much until I drove it in the West Coast Racing League. It's a fantastic little track, actually, so looking forward to getting out to that one. Alrighty, thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your evening.